Canadians are known worldwide as polite pushovers. That's about to change. Laugh Attack brings to you a show with more balls than a sporting goods store. Prepare yourselves for the Hotzcast. Now, here's Kenny Hotz.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Castle. I'm here with Brian Pico and Canada's own Kenny Hotz.
That's actually Mr. Hotz, Jeffrey.
Mr. Hotz. Wait, did you watch the Super Bowl?
If you're talking about your wife's vag, yes, I've seen it many, many times.
Zing.
I did watch the Super Bowl. It's the only sports game I watch ever.
Yeah. You don't even understand sports. You don't know why they play it.
I understand.
You don't know why people watch it.
I understand it, but I don't really care.
Yeah, why did you watch it? I'm surprised that you watched it.
Well, because I get into the whole mass hypnosis thing. Like if something's super huge, I can get into it and watch it. And like I said, I lived in the States for a long time, and in the States, they're so fucking crazy about football that I just know it's so important, so I watch it.
Who won, Ken?
Who won? The hacker who fucking hacked those lights. Anonymous won. the grand poobah of China, the mafia don who didn't like his team losing at the start that shut off the lights from Beijing won. I think they got hacked, and they're not admitting it.
You really think they got hacked?
Yeah, I think. Well, somebody shut down those lights.
Well, they hacked it back. Do you know what teams played? You watched the whole game, right?
Yeah.
Which teams played? What were the names of the cities?
The black guys in white shirts and the black guys in red shirts.
They were very good.
Did you? Do you know the name? Can you name a player who played in it?
Leroy.
Yep.
This is getting racist. So
no, come on. I don't watch games.
But you sat for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. You watched the Super Bowl. The only thing you understood was probably when the lights went out. Name a player. Name a team. Who won?
It was the Baltimore Ravens and the San Fran 69ers, if you know what I mean.
That's good. Okay.
I know the 49. Look, I'm not. I played. Madden and FIFA, and I played every sports game on Xbox.
True. That's how you know.
So, and look, I used to flip hockey cards when I was a kid. So, I'm not fucking retarded.
Big money in hockey cards.
And I know hockey players, and I have to say, I got a lot of athletes are fans of mine. I've had a lot of athletes run up to me. I was with Brian. Some
a Maple Leaf. Joey Crab, was it?
Some Laker or something. Who was it, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Probably Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, smoke another, yeah.
Anyway,
Robert Sacra. He's Canadian
guy. All right, anyway, the Super Bowl. I just kind of wanted to talk. No one cares about the actual Super Bowl, but I thought it was interesting that you watched it. You really don't relate to sports. What's the last sport you played? When's the last time you played a sport?
Oh, my God. Last time I played a sport? Oh, God. Beat the ferret. I played it this morning.
It's funny because you're a very competitive person, so you'd think that you were an athlete because you love to compete, as we know.
It's weird. When I was a kid, well, first of all, I went to Hebrew school. What do you play? Hide behind the bookcase. And I chopped off my finger, which stopped me from kind of using my right hand. And I didn't, play guitar and stuff. And
you can do almost anything. It's just a nub. There's very few things you can't do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Try
what?
Getting a manicure. I get 10% off.
No, that's the only sport you can't participate in.
Yeah, I get 10% off all my manicures.
What's the last physical... You really don't even exercise. When we're driving, you need a parking spot right in front of where we're going, or you don't want to go there anymore.
Listen, yeah. I lived in L.A., and, you learn to park as close as possible. And even when I was in L.A., I tried yoga, and... I have this horrible yoga story because I was in Venice Beach and all my friends were doing yoga, and I went out to do yoga, and and I bought first of all I was 70 G's in debt, living off of couch change, eating fucking $2 burritos every single day for 5 fucking years. Before I tell the yoga story, once this homeless guy came up to me on a bicycle. I was like, "Hey, bro, you want to buy a bike, man?" And I said, "Oh yeah, well that looks great. How much?" He goes, $20. I said, "Okay, sure, let me try." And he goes, "Okay," and I just rode away with it.
You stole a bike. You stole a stolen bike.
Well, I stole a stolen bike. I used to steal a lot of bikes. Well, people stole my bikes, But one day I go to yoga in L.A., and I'm sitting there, and I'm doing yoga, and there's this, the fucking guy. There's always this creepy guy who's like the best at yoga, and he looks like Sting, and he's got these Scooby-Doo pajama pants, or it's just so he's
Like they
he's
have
just the best.
Scooby-Doo on, like he's going, he's
like,
being
like
all.
he shows up in like these underoos, like or weird Fonzie pajamas, because he's so cool and he just doesn't care. He's got like 0% fat, and all the girls would love him if he didn't have like
Well, if he wasn't gay.
if he didn't have a dreadlock
starters.
rasta rat tail and like Jamaican beads in his beard. But so the guy's in front of me, and throughout the whole entire thing, I could just see like he was sweating so bad that there's just this puddle, this little drip of sweat, and it just slowly started coming towards my mat, and it took like a half hour, and it's just this river of sweat like just coming towards me, and then and I was like, oh, I kept trying to move back, and just it hit this corner of my mat and just went like bzz, bzz, like two massive laser beams, and the second it hit my rubber mat, my entire, like a fucking chamois, my entire mat soaked up this guy's fucking sweat, and it was just so creepy and brutal.
And you absorbed his soul.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, there's that.
And now he lives in me.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that what is it? Bikram yoga? What's the one where they turn up the heat and everybody just sweats together?
Yeah.
That's
Bikram,
it's
I
almost
don't
like an
know.
orgy. You might as well be at
It's
a
all terrible.
Turkish bath.
Yeah, I don't know. It is really hard though. Listen, I don't do it because I'm lazy. I was really fat, and I don't know. I know fans, they might have seen me. I got really fat. People started calling me Cinderella on my
Your chin is quite
Facebook.
large. It's very wide. It's very big. The under part of your chin, not the chin. Well, your chin itself is pretty big.
Now.
Well, it was worse, but it's just naturally. I mean, it was really bad.
Yeah,
There's
it
one
was bad.
picture. I
And
remember
I
there was,
lost 20 pounds. I bought a fucking treadmill, and I went to the basement, and I worked out, and I lost 20 pounds. It was crazy.
I remember when you bought it, because I think there was a picture of you. Was it the Survivor mag? I didn't know who he was because I don't watch that show. But there's a picture of you and some guy that I took on my phone. Yeah,
Les
and
Stroud.
Your chin was bigger than your head.
Well,
it was weird.
I was scared he was going to eat me.
I was hungry.
He saw me.
And
He was
eating
going to
and,
start
like-
sucking the blood out of my jugular or something.
He could have lived off your chin for a few months at least.
Oh yeah, and I could also get another second banana. Brian, why don't you sit in Jeff's chair?
I think your chin looks very nice.
Thanks.
Very chiseled.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not fat. I'm not skinny.
No, I'm not saying you're fat. You just had a big chin. It's different things happen to different people. Yours was your chin.
I had a fish in it.
Yeah.
All right.
all
What's
right, it was
going on,
unnatural.
Jeffrey? What else is going on? I don't like the way the show is going.
It's not going
terrible.
well.
Typical.
Yeah. No, this is first of all, this is my fourth time ever doing a radio show. Marconi had a radio 170 years ago. Like, you'd think by now I'd be, doing like holographic, voice declarations from like Mir. Oh God, no! I'm sitting here doing something that was invented 200 fucking years ago. It's pathetic.
true.
I don't
All
even
this-
know why I'm doing this. I'm on the brink of getting up and leaving.
All this technology,
Yeah.
and you're doing a radio show.
I'm doing a cast.
I got a nice tweet for you. Are you a multiple poop in a day kind of person, or one time a day?
First of all, I'm extremely regular. I always go in the morning, and
Interesting.
yeah, it's like usually a bowling ball.
Huh.
But I didn't go today, which is weird.
You go more than once
Something's
a day.
up.
No, not really.
Oh, well, I mean, your farts are unbelievably thick. I don't even know if you're counting. I mean,
They're like a gel.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
very-
about, because in the
first of all,
afternoon,
I'm very famous for my farts. People think like I've gone to my brother who's a doctor and said, "Like, Ronnie, do I have cancer? Do I have rectal cancer?" Because everyone's saying my farts smell so much.
it is unbelievable.
And
I
they're
mean,
very tricky to get people to smell your farts as well.
Yeah, I bug my brother. I'm not neurotic, and I never really call him for anything. But if I do call him, he gets so angry at me. Once I was living in Kauai for a month once, at the Trey Parker estate, which was pretty fucking crazy, amazing, and it was like the coldest. This is like 2008 or 7, I don't know, and it was the coldest cold spell in like Toronto in like 50 years. And I call my brother at his office, and I call him, and He goes, hello? I go, Ronnie, emergency. He goes, whoa, what's wrong? I go, should I use the 35 SPF or the 40 SPF? Kenny, I'm working. But I just knew how. I just loved calling my family from LA when they were freezing and just, sending them pictures of me at like luau's drinking, papaya drinks out of coconuts.
I don't know how you got there from your farts, but you blew a very famous fart.
I did.
The testes fart, we call it.
Yeah.
We were in a. I'll tell this story because I'm the one who smelled it. It was we were in an airport hangar. Literally, we're shooting in an airport hangar. So you've got lots of room there, and Kenny, who's usually very proud of his farts, I see an ashamed look on his face.
It's like head down. It's like when your dog comes in the house and he still has a piece of poo on his bum. It's like, oh, it's something. I can tell something's wrong.
I don't think I've ever seen you with an ashamed look. I mean, there's nothing. It's the only time I've ever seen you ashamed.
There are so many employees on that set. I really had.
And it was the first day.
I had like 60 employees.
Yeah, because stress brings out your. I know when something stressful is going down, the farts get stinkier. And this is in an airport hangar. And it punched me in the face.
It was a gel.
Yeah, it was a gel. It was like a salt. It wasn't quite a fart. It was like a picture of the Blob or something.
Like when you're driving down like a really hot highway in Nevada in the desert, and you can see like the shimmering like illusion in the background of that kind of weird.
That's the fart.
Yeah,
yeah,
there was
that's
like
the
a
fart.
physical component to it.
Yeah.
Other than
it's
just
like it's like when fresh water hits salt water. It's that same type of thing.
There was it was like a plasma. A gas isn't the right word for it, and it wouldn't dissipate.
It had like this sepia tone to it too. It was like a yellow. It's like one of those old photos. Do you remember those old photos where you used to go and dress up in like heritage con? I never. My family never did that. My family actually. My parents wore clothes like that already, so they just thought we'd go to like an amusement park. They thought people were just trying to make fun of them.
I wonder why people don't do that anymore. It was such a big hit for a while. Those old timey photos. But anyway,
well, yeah. Now everyone's got a fucking camera, so that's why my friend, who's a photographer who lives in my mom's basement, is not making any money because everyone's a photographer. I used to do weddings and bar mitzvahs. I grew up. We were shooting like shitty karate videos in like 84, 85 on 3-tube video cameras, and I was charging people like $3,000 to show up for an hour, and they were paying it because it was a big thing back then to have someone holding some massive like Russian 3CP1 like video camera.
Well, you made a lot of money selling photos in what I consider a scam, but
It wasn't a scam.
It's a bit of a scam.
It's creative.
People took advantage of it, but yes, I sold a lot of photos to the Canadian government. Well, I risked my life. I was a war photographer, Jeff.
He was in the trenches.
What did you do?
Okay, tell them you're a war photographer.
You're sitting at home playing Risk with your kids.
I don't play Risk. Tell them about your being a war photographer.
I am a veteran. I am
Here.
I watched people die. Somebody got executed in front of me. I saw.
He went to Israel, which I think he was on vacation there anyway.
No, I didn't.
And
I flew there. I sold like a brick of weed to some friends, and I made a bunch of cash. And then I went to Israel with my friend Darren, who lives in my mom's basement. Who can't take pictures anymore.
I didn't know he was with you.
Yeah, I went with Darren.
Did he sell any of his pictures?
No, that's Darren.
He's not a good photographer.
He is a good photographer.
I
That's
took some like 60 rolls of pictures, and no, I went out there for the sole purpose to document the Gulf War. I called
just a reminder, the Gulf War didn't really take place in Israel. They were just lobbing, or there were threats that there were a few missiles. It's like it happens to Israel anyway. What was going on? They just had a few missiles.
Where were you?
Kind of missed
where were you?
I was at home on my couch watching CNN. Yeah. I watched it on TV.
On your
you were
couch
on
or your
vacation.
wife's couch?
I wish I was in Israel.
On your wife's couch that your
no,
wife
I didn't
bought
know her
for
yet.
You
I
didn't
was
know
pre her.
So you were on your parents' couch?
Yeah, it was on my.
So that's
I was in a
your couch?
basement. I had my own basement apartment at that time.
Where?
On Palmerston Avenue, Little Italy.
You can say Toronto. I think our
Toronto,
Scandinavian. Palmerston. Isn't that next to Ossington?
It is, yeah.
This is fucking.
Runs
They can Google it.
Why the fuck am I doing this? Honestly, this is unbelievable.
So this is a sore spot for him because he takes such pride in telling everyone he's a war journalist.
Listen, I was like 20. I go. They're fucking dropping scuds all over this fucking country. I go to take pictures. There's little kids in gas masks. You know how hard it is to eat a fucking shawarma when you got a gas mask on.
Not easy.
It was tough.
And then what happened was you sold the pictures to the Canadian government for the archives or something?
Listen, you had to get them placed. I had really good pictures. I had 1,600 pictures. The money I made allowed me to run in and make movies with Spenny and pay for those fucking movies. And that led to this and that led to that. Listen, I was an artist, a photographer. I really worked hard, and I deserve what I got.
Yeah. Now, can people still do that, or do they shut that program down after they?
What can they
after the taxpayers realize?
Sell weed, go to a war and take pictures? Yeah, I think they can. It's called Live Leak.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting crazy there in Israel and Egypt. You know that I can never pronounce his name.
Ahmadinejad
went to Egypt. Iran and Egypt are getting close.
Listen, any place that's called Iran, I would stay away from.
That's terrible.
It's true.
All right. So anyway, how do you feel? Does that make you nervous as a son of Israel?
Oh, listen, Israel. First of all, what I hear is that all the Orthodox Jews are taking all of their money and moving to India because they think it's the only place left with religious tolerance. I think Tel Aviv's going to be gone. I think somebody's going to fucking dirty bomb it. There's some suitcase somewhere filled with a fucking nuke and all like Washington, Israel, and
come on, one more.
I don't know. I can't think. Google a place.
But you think they're all going to be gone? Washington's gone?
I think the shit's going to majorly go down.
You're not really... Whenever we talk about conspiracy theories, because we have a few
I don't think it's a conspiracy theory if guys are fucking dropping bombs on... Like, look, there's that video came out today of North Korea wanting to blow up America.
It's crazy. It is crazy. South Korea is right next door. I mean, we've got some distance between us, but...
It's actually south of North Korea.
Just south.
South.
Yeah.
It is.
It's on the border.
These people eat pickles. They pickle everything. Like, come on. Give me a break.
They do love pickles.
They really do.
Yeah, and they found Richard III's body. You hear about that?
Yeah.
It was in a car park.
Yeah, you told me this morning when we were prepping for the show when I wasn't supposed to remember anything that you were mentioning.
No, but everyone's been talking about it. They found Richard
Everybody.
III. The guy's 500
actually,
years old. He was a king. He was just sitting in a car park.
Yeah, the Contessa was talking about it earlier, too, about them finding Richard III.
Hey, Ken, Sarah Rips wants to know, why doesn't Maurice Del Taco have his own show? I'd like to hear him on radio sometime.
You know why? Because broadcasters are smart. That's why he doesn't have his own show. And what's her name?
Sarah Rips.
Well, Sarah, thanks for the question.
What does Sarah look like?
She's okay.
Yeah. Curious. No, you're not proud of Maurice Del Taco?
Rips. I'll rip you, Sarah, if you know what I mean.
I don't think she does.
No.
She will. When she wakes up one morning with a hooded figure above her, with a rusty hatchet and a floss, dental floss. The dental floss is probably one of the greatest weapons ever invented by man. It can actually cut through metal bars and clean your teeth.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't make sense because I clean my teeth with it and sometimes it just breaks right off. In fact, that little metal tab cuts it every time.
Dental floss.
So how does dental floss cut through?
Friction, entropy. Google it. Do you know, listen, I got this thing that if you mention any single word from the dictionary, I'm talking any word in the English language, if you mention any word from the English language, I will have an opinion about it.
Elevator.
Well, it has its ups and downs. Why are you laughing? It's the worst joke ever.
I knew that was coming.
Refrigerator.
Cold truth, man. Cold
You're right.
truth.
These aren't even opinions.
Your theory stands up.
So give me give me something
puns.
that's not even a noun.
Okay.
Red.
See? Any word. Yeah. And you know what? And when I was a kid, I used to do this thing where I would stand up in front of my Hebrew school class and try and sell my yellow star to anyone. No, you could yell out any word to me. To yell out any word to me, and I will tell you a joke about that word. And I'm not going to look at you because I don't want to influence your word.
Imagine.
Imagine.
This is the worst. You know, the funny thing is,
I don't know.
there's nothing you hate more
Got
than
him.
improv people. That whole idea.
But this isn't improv.
But he
This
wants
is my
to
comic
This
genius.
is improv. That's what improv is.
No,
and
this
you
is my
hate
comic
that.
mind.
Okay,
No,
a
this
room.
is his brain.
Give me a room and an
Yeah, but
occupation.
that's not me. That's when other people, stinky people, do
House.
that.
This is your own version
House.
of it.
House. Hey, do you know that your girlfriend's so fat when she sits around the house, she sits around the house?
That's awful.
Yeah.
Forget
Just
this.
so
It's
many.
the worst
This
game
is
ever.
terrible.
Well,
This
give me
is-
one more. I'm gonna have a good
He
joke
wants
for
to
you.
redeem himself. Do you want me to just set you up with one that I know
No,
you got
no,
something
no.
for? Okay,
No.
Indian food.
Indian food.
That's 2 words.
Ugh,
First
you
of all,
know that.
Is this because he has a million? You
No,
know,
come on. Listen,
You know my-
that lentil dish is totally dull.
Nice.
You know,
There
actually,
you
I went
go.
for some Indian food and I ordered some bread, but the guy said he had none.
I see. There's about 10 of them. But remember?
I can't even remember. You know what? My brain's melted.
You know what my favorite thing was?
I want to tell you why my brain's melted.
Yeah. Oh, there's 1,000 reasons why it's melted. All the
Aside
drugs
from the
for one.
drugs and all the car pollution and the mercury in the water
And the alcohol.
and the gene splicing in my corn niblets. See, now I can't even remember why.
But
my
I
brain's
like how
melted.
Jeff thinks it's so negative to do drugs and drink. The guy's never drank or done drugs ever.
I mean, I just think it affects. Well, I thought it affects your brain, but now that I'm getting older, my brain's equally
You're
as
scared
affected.
regardless.
What was I talking about?
Why
It's funny you were
is
talking
your
about how
brain
your brain's melted,
melted?
and you've given a great example.
No, but I
You ended
had
with
an
some-
example of why I was talking about why my brain was melted.
I don't know.
I wish there was a
Can we
recent
have a
one.
rewind button?
You know, I'll tell you. I'll give you an example of your brain melting. You just looked out the window at the lake because we can see it from here. You said, "I should go to the lake more."
Yeah, I should go to the lake more.
But what did you mean by that? You
Well,
want to go
I meant
swimming in
that
it?
No, I
Lake
meant
Ontario for
scenery,
those people.
Scenery. I should go to. I should move to the country. I should see scenery. I should be in trees and nature.
Scenery.
I'm scenery.
This is the worst.
I got a country joke.
Okay, country.
You know what my favorite part about the country is?
No.
Cunt. The cunt part.
Oh, today you're disgusting. You're not allowed to say that word.
Get a
on
life,
radio.
Jeff.
Oh, you're disgusting. No, the nature, you idiot. The nature.
Why do you want to
Fucking
live in the
die.
middle of nowhere? Why? It's so unlike you. First of all, I don't know why anyone does, but you of all people, you would last 3 days at the most.
Well,
Why you talk?
don't
People don't know. You're looking
I
for
would
places.
I would like to be somebody that could go live in the country.
but you're not.
I would
Why?
like to be that person that could just go there and sit, and in the morning I'd listen to the whispering willows and the wind, and I go look at things and realize that God made them. I can go look at the dew on a leaf and see a bee, and I could say, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're beautiful. I want to look."
So you're not going there because you're one of those people who, I just love the you. You're going there hoping you'll become one of those people.
I'm not going there.
I know why you.
My girlfriend wants to go there.
But don't you
I
realize
want
you're
her
going
to
to hate
go.
her?
I
You're
want
going to
her
kill
to go
yourself.
there. I want her to go there.
You'll last 3 days. I mean, it'd be nice. I wish you were one of those people too, because then it'd be so easy.
I tell you, I watched
a
The Bachelor yesterday, and The Bachelor took all his girls, his 10 whores, to Montana.
Yeah.
And are there Mormons in Montana?
There's probably a few, but it's not.
I think there's more women.
You know, I dated a Mormon girl once.
There we go. I think you've already used this one on the show.
I don't think so.
Okay, go finish.
No, I'm not going to because you're ruining my jokes. I'm trying to have a funny joke here, and Jeff's fucking blowing them. And people are telling me, Jeff, that you are not funny on this show. And
Well, I'm not.
you're
I'm
ruining
trying
it.
to make you the funny person.
Well, try harder. Try harder. Try
Come
a
on,
lot
guys.
harder.
All right, I won't do it. I thought you used it on the show. I didn't want you to be exposed twice.
Your wife wants me to be exposed.
Hey.
No ums. Ditch the ums.
Okay. I'm looking at a story here that I'm totally fascinated with. It's this guy who. Well, the thing that got me onto it was that girl. Remember, we interviewed that girl who ate somebody. For the show.
Yeah, she tried to murder someone and drink his blood.
This guy. She was kind of hot. That was what made it interesting.
What about that thing you showed me today? About Jeff's on his computer. He's reading me the best bestiality
Yeah,
stories.
that's what I was going to get to.
So Google it. Best
Okay, I
bestiality
got to it
stories
from
of
her.
2011.
She's a good story, but I'll do it. This guy. I'm just going to read the story.
yeah.
Kimberly Lawson, who's a guy, 40 years old, of Tennessee, was arrested after he was allegedly caught having sex with a German Shepherd named Adam. In October, Lawson's South Memphis neighbor phoned police after observing Lawson engaged in bizarre behavior with the dog. According to the arrest affidavit, the neighbor saw Lawson feeding Adam food from a plate and then witnessed him pull his pants down, get on his knees, and allow the dog to mount him and have sex. Lawson had Adam mount him 3 times in 1 hour, the witness told police.
Okay.
Wait. There's more.
Adam.
Let me get through the whole story. After observing this disturbing sight, the witness called another neighbor who took a peek out the window and also saw Lawson engaged in canine coitus. He was charged with committing a criminal offense against the animal. Adam, the dog, belongs to another neighbor of Lawson's, Carolyn Morris, who told police that Adam had been acting strangely lately and seemed to have a lot of energy. She told them, "I had to tell Adam he didn't do anything wrong. The man did something wrong."
Well, why don't you, first of all, listen, I love dogs named people's names. My dog, I got Bailey, Pierre, and Rudy, but the fact that the dog didn't have a Mister in front of his name ruins the entire story for me.
Well, what about the fact that she's talking to the dog?
No, I think the weirdest thing is that the guy fed the dog first. So, did he want the dog to throw up on him or something? Why would you feed the dog after? That's the prize.
I thought the funny thing is that not only did he do it 3 times, but the neighbor watched it 3 times before calling the police and called his neighbor.
Why call the police?
They watched it for an hour and then called the police.
Why call the police? First of all, I would sell tickets to my friends. I'd get out some Jiffy Pop and some pizza, and they say, "Okay, guys." I put a red curtain in front of my window, and they say, "All right, the show's about to begin. $50 each."
This better be a good show.
I'd make $1 million.
I know. I mean, I do the same thing, and I don't think you should have sex with animals, but the dog. Everyone seemed to be a winner here. I mean, the dog was mounting him. If he was mounting the dog, now that's definitely wrong. But a dog mounting him, isn't that kind of consent in a way?
He's doing the dog a favor. Yeah,
obviously, if the dog did it 3 times, he's pretty happy with it.
Adam.
I just don't know the training process of that.
I know. It wasn't even his dog. It was his neighbor's dog.
You sure that wasn't your wedding video that guy was watching?
No.
On his
it might have been
3 times.
It could have been, yeah.
Well, the thing that got me onto that, it's a pretty good website that has crazy things. But we did, you did the cannibal episode of Triumph of the Will. So we wanted to interview a cannibal. And there was this girl who was particularly interesting because she was hot at the time.
Well, I said to the production crew, I want to talk to a fucking cannibal in jail. Which, listen, this is an incredible thing, and you can really do this. You can call any jail and just pick a prisoner and say, "I want to talk to them," and they'll basically get him on the phone.
Oh, they're desperate for phone calls.
So I think maybe we should get some. We'll get some guest stuff.
Yeah,
we're just revving up here. Honestly, we
don't have access to a phone. Really, it's complicated.
Yeah, phones are coming, and the show's going to change. We'll get some guests and stuff. But I want to start calling fucking crazy criminals in U.S. prisons. And
that was the great thing about
chat.
this. Let's tell the story about this girl because, first of all, what she did is that she was young and pretty good looking at the time. Not anymore, but at the time she was 23 and hot. And some 48-year-old guy kind of had this. They called each other friends, and they had this idea on Valentine's Day for her to tie him up and do some stuff to him. And he thought that was all kinky and it was going to be very exciting. And so he's all tied up, and she starts cutting his thigh
with a pickaxe.
Yeah, and she had a pickaxe and knives and was stabbing him in his upper torso and drinking his blood, and I don't know what the fuck. He manages to escape and call a friend just before passing out while she was chasing him with a pickaxe. And then they found him. He survived, and she's been in jail for 10 years. So we wanted to interview her, and
we got her on the phone.
She has no idea who or what. She thinks it's somebody who's going to help.
Like a journalist is on the phone, wants to talk to you.
We have new evidence.
Yeah, she thought she's being saved somehow. This is going to help her get out of jail.
And all I really wanted to find out about was what does blood taste like? Yeah. And why do you, what is it fun drinking blood? Why do you like drinking blood? And she starts having this fucking meltdown. It's actually on my YouTube channel.
Oh, did you post it?
Yeah, it's posted.
We were nervous about it.
On Triumph of the Will.
Oh, you got to see that.
Yeah,
I don't think we have you asking the questions.
No, it's too long. But we have her having this fucking super meltdown, and it was really creepy and scary. And it really scared the living shit out of me. And you know what? And let me tell you something. I'm done with creepy people and fucked up people, and people are fucking crazy. And sometimes, I don't know. I'm just.
You don't like him?
I really feel like I've gone through more than half of my life. I think I'm going through a little midlife crisis, which is why I'm actually doing a radio show now. But I am taking the first half of my life, and now I am going to take the second half of my life and not make any mistakes I made in the very first half of my life. I am totally. I know everybody out there thinks I'm a scumbag, and you know me from TV, and I'm the biggest cheater in the world. But no, the reality is. Yeah, sure, put me against, fuck me, and I'll totally destroy you, cancel your cable, and, report your car stolen with you in it. Like, I can do shit, like, I can ruin your life with phone calls, just because I'm devious, I can do that stuff. But I really am a nice guy, and I really just want to start living my life as a really good person. Isn't that nice?
Good for you,
That's
Ken.
great, Kenny. You really changed.
I tell you, I gotta start.
Starting now?
No, start. Well, after this, I'll start.
Okay.
I'd say I tuned out during that whole speech.
Oh, really? Because I tuned out during your reading of the newspaper for a fucking
You're the one
15 minutes.
You basically told me to
Brian,
talk
do
about
something.
it.
Come on, let's say something.
Za 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 za.
What's that? Okay, great. He's doing his burlesque show.
Thank you. You can't see it.
Hey,
but
let's
it's
see
very
what
You're done
sultry.
with crazy people. You're talking about crazy people. You first of all, obviously, everyone's been done with crazy people for a long time. Nobody really likes them.
No, I had a lot of friends I used to go out and party with, and I'm kind of done partying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mentally ill crazy
no,
people.
but I think there are mentally ill crazy people around, and you never really know who anybody is. And I'm really trying to simplify my life. Like, I've ditched a whole bunch of friends. I'm really, you guys are like my only friends now, and I love you.
But you've had a lot of
too,
stalkers.
I've had a lot of stalkers.
I mean, of course. I think you were talking about last week that there was the famous Spenny stalker.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, there was a Spenny stalker. I don't know if I think I mentioned that they found some guy with like duct tape ropes and gasoline and the $1,000 I gave him, and yeah, the cops
How did they
found
find him? How did it happen? I always hear about the guy, but I don't know the details. How did they know this guy existed? How did they?
I didn't know. Spenny was banging some girl who he was dating or something, and he found out and got all freaked out. But people are extremely strange and weird.
That's true.
It is. But honestly, I've been interacting with a lot of weird people lately, and it is strange.
Weird. People are really weird. You always talk about like behind closed doors. What? Like, there's some people they just must be. Well, we.
I heard this thing. I read this report that some like 95% of people pick their nose and eat it. That like
90. What percent?
Some like 95.
How can you do a study on that?
I do it.
Because you ask a bunch of people and they're on anonymous things and they admit it.
Boost your immune system.
Oh,
Why
that's
not?
amazing.
That's
I mean, why not? When you're hungry and you've got nothing else,
Nothing to
it's
do
a
with
good
hunger.
salty treat. I mean, you're eating it anyway. It falls when you get a cold.
I know, and
goes
the
back
best
there.
part is you can even use the hairs in it as floss afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. Or it's like a little treat on a stick, it's the world's tiniest stick.
Yeah, so the danglers. I don't know. I think, and cannibals. Look, people eat the ends of their. I had a friend of mine in high school named Joanna, like when you're like, what's a preschool, and she had eaten all the skin around her fingers and had to go to the hospital. She looked like it was like Michael Jackson. She was walking around like bandages on all her hands.
Just one more bite.
Yeah, she would eat her toes, and
toes?
I ate my toenails, and
you used to chew your toenails.
Chew my toenails, chew
Why?
my finger. I still chew my fingers and eat my fingernails.
That's true. You do it a little
too.
bit, but
Sometimes when I'm nervous.
yeah, why? That's a weird thing.
Hey, Dr. Oz said that it's okay to eat your boogers because it boosts your immune system. So if Dr. Oz is
he
saying
did
it,
say that.
Did he really?
he did. Yeah, I watched it.
Well, Dr. Phil. I mean, I didn't watch
First of all,
it.
that's what my girlfriend calls me, Dr. Phil. Fill.
Did anyone watch the Teo thing? That's the football
Fuck
guy.
Dr. Phil's such a fucking douche. I hate that guy so much.
Talk about behind closed doors.
His fucking wife, his pig wife, is so disgusting. She looks like this fucking. Did you ever see that movie called Deadliest Enemy? It was like a Stephen King. Oh no, Wes Craven, Deadliest Fiend. Ugh, Google that. It's the worst movie ever made, and it actually looks like a young Dr. Phil's wife. It's just crusty.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Plastic. Ugh, I fucking hate her.
But
so
speaking
much.
of behind closed doors, can't you picture him being an angry? He just seems like an angry person.
I just hate these
he's not
know-it-alls.
on-
And you know
yeah.
that Spenny did that to me. And that's one of the reasons why I just wanted to destroy him so much, is because to me he was like an evangelist, like a cult leader. And I don't think anyone else would ever, any fans of the show would ever see him like this. But to me he was this moralist know-it-all that, like, you know, was just so, you know, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to lie. Like, he went through this whole bout of not lying, and I can't even tell you what he told me when he was not lying. I got everything out of him with witnesses, and it was just incredible.
Can you give us a little taste?
No, I can. He'll fucking kill me, and he'll deny it, and he'll sue the shit out of me. But, yeah, and I just saw him as this, you know, cult leader, and I just wanted to destroy him because I had Hebrew school teachers like that were know-it-alls, and everyone he's trying to teach you and teach people. You know, it's like everyone can make up their own mind. You know, you don't need to tell everybody what to think or how to act, and your way's not the right way. There's no fucking way.
But you
There's
to tell you yourself like to do. You go on some rants telling people
I go
on
rants, but if anybody came to me and said, "Hey, you said every football player is named Leroy," it's like, well, I'm fucking joking. Like, come on, seriously. I have at least seven black friends that I hang out with. Like,
What are their names?
Yeah, what are their names? Leroy?
no.
No.
Fred,
Beckles,
John,
barely
Rudolfo,
call-
Sasha,
They're all gay.
Stash,
Those were not to be.
and
It just
Bertram.
happened. I know.
And Bertram.
you're-
No, I'm just not a racist, and it's like, come on,
That's
everybody.
true.
I make a rape joke on Reddit, everybody starts freaking out. Like, give me a
Speaking
fucking
of
break.
which, did you
People
see
are
the-
So, I just hate how conservative and how like anal everybody is. Like, give me a fucking break.
Lighten up.
I mean, just
Lighten up. They're gang raping women in Egypt
did
on
you
the
see
street.
that? There's footage of that in Tahrir Square during their protests.
Yeah, it's
25 women were gang raped, and they've got one. They released a video of a girl being gang raped. Have you seen it?
No, actually 22 because 3 of them were camels.
They were female camels, though, and it still counts. It's crazy. It's just total chaos. They've got like the only thing to control anyone is fire. They've got like there's
Yeah,
guys
this
that have
guy's
these
got like
gas.
yeah. But listen,
And when you run out of that fire, oh my god!
you don't
Watch out.
You don't gang rape women on the street.
Now wait a minute, hang on.
Like, where?
Kenny
There's
from
two
there.
sides to every story. Kenny, you don't want to be the type of person telling people what to do and what's right and what's wrong.
No, listen, no, you don't fuck with anybody else. That is the rule.
No,
you
it's
know?
crazy.
I'm not
It
into
seems-
the Code of Hammurabi or the 10 Commandments or any of that shit, but I do know you just don't fuck with anybody.
It seems so obvious they didn't even put it in the 10 Commandments.
unless they're
if they knew,
unless they're a total fucking dick. If they're a dick,
well,
yeah,
then of course you can do
totally
anything.
destroy them. But
No, these
yeah,
are just
stuff-
women that
stuff
happen to be in the
That
square.
stuff pisses me off. And people that call me, I'm we're doing comedy, and some people say shitty things about me. Very few, by the way, but that pisses me off. I'm honestly a super nice guy. I'm too nice.
True, you don't like that kind of criticism though.
I
Somebody
don't.
says
No.
something negative.
Don't
No,
like
you
it.
You don't like it.
Here's a good tweet. Does you like eat the cheeks be all up in yo grill be?
I love the Wiggers, my white fans that live in Brooklyn. Just tell my mom I'll call her later, Brian.
Cool.
Cuckoo.
Cool, brah.
Okay, cool.
So anyways, there's a lot of shit going down in the world.
Oh my God! I mean, it goes on and on. Iran. I mean, that's getting scary. Israel says that they're really close to getting a bomb. You know that Ahmadinejad wants to be the first astronaut. Iran's first astronaut. Did you read that?
Yeah. RPG.
He wants to make the sacrifice. He wants to be the first Iranian in space, and he's going to be done as president soon. So I think they're going to shoot him up there.
It's like Contact with Ahmadinejad.
That'd be a good movie.
I would love to
First
see
of all,
him
I
in
love
space.
Contact. Everyone shout on Contact. I've seen it like 15 times. I don't know what it is. It's like my happy place watching Contact. It's so bad, and Jodie Foster's just so terrible. But I like it. I like the movie. I like garbage. I love trash.
Yeah, there's quite a few garbagey movies that I can't believe.
I have The Master at home now. I can't wait to watch that. I used to work at Scientology parties.
Yeah, you
When I
told
was,
us already.
Did I? Yeah.
Shucking oysters.
I used to shuck oysters, and it was so weird because you go to these parties, and I was like a waiter there or I'd be serving food. And there's not one word about like Scientology or anything. They're just super nice people, you know, that it looked a little Gattaca-ish, you know what I mean? Like people were a little, you know, gorgeous and well dressed, but everybody had like this persona of just being totally nice and happy. And
was this the type of party where they're recruiting people, or just Scientologists?
No, full L.A. Hollywood celebrity Scientologists.
Really, you would think that they'd make sure the employees they're so secretive, but they didn't care that you were there.
They didn't care. They were just very nice, and everyone said thank you when you gave them a drink. And then I, you know, go work for Lionel Richie at his $80 million like palatial estate, and serving his shitty kids Orangina, and they look at you like you're a fucking, you know, Cornelius from Planet of the Apes. Like, just I hated those people. And his wife was such a fucking bitch.
Really, he seems like a nice guy. And
he was extremely nice, but he married some chick, Denise, who he met. She was like at the Super Bowl as one of the dancers, and then she had some you know, she had got arrested having some Botox thing in her house for like friends, and she's just a mess. They
was
got
that
divorced.
when you were there, or this is all happening?
They got
afterwards?
divorced. He gave her like, I don't know, $500 million or something insane. That guy has so much cash, Lionel Richie.
He was
no
big.
wonder he's dancing on the ceiling. I'd be friggin' dancing on the ceiling too.
It's a pretty old reference.
I don't know why. Yeah, but you know, I think, but he actually bought one of the nicest like castles in Los Angeles on Sunset, and he lives in it. It's just
I wonder
insane.
if he's still there
It's
now
like
that he's
pink
been divorced.
marble. It was a Rothschild house, or yeah, I'm sure he's still there.
You
Nice guy. I was like, nice guy, Lionel. Keep it up, bro.
I'm sure he's listening.
Very good egg.
He's probably listening. He's thinking, "Oh man, I can't believe he's slamming me like that."
Back
And
to
then
the
he pulled
Super
it
Bowl.
out.
You know, people are shitting on Beyonce. It's like, I thought she was good. I don't care why it's so lip sync. Like, who cares if you lip sync? You know, I don't care. You sang the song before. You sang it well. Who cares about lip sync?
Well, no, because when they sing the song well before, but they can't do it live, it means a computer sang the song well. They didn't sing the song well. If you can't sing,
If you were that fierce, Jeff, come on.
In Japan, there's cartoon, like people show up for like cartoons that are doing concerts. Have you seen that footage?
yeah.
It's crazy.
But she's a real life person, so she should be able to sing. It kind of ruins the whole image that I guess the whole time that I've been a fan of hers, I don't know who's a fan of hers, but that it was a fraud. Remember Millie and Vanilli? That's not okay.
Come
Is
on,
that
like
okay?
there's DJs, you know, God. You know, Skrillex is playing his friggin' iPod at, you know...
He hits play.
DJs. I never understand
So
DJs.
that's music. You make music. It doesn't fucking matter. God, there's like in Senegal, they play like, you know, finger drums. Like, who cares? Oh, God.
Well, that's a talent.
Oh, you're using a drum. Oh, you're not singing.
No, but when you go... you own a club. Do you want to talk about the club?
I own a club. It's in my pants.
What? Can we name it?
Can we name it? Yeah.
The Hotz Den.
Can we name your club? Yeah,
I
own
don't
a
know.
club.
You're not telling it. I
Well,
thought you'd
no,
plug
don't
it.
promote my club.
Well, you weren't promoting it. I thought you were going to say the Hotz Den, but you weren't saying it.
$40 million in it. I've made like 12 cents.
So you own the Hotz Den. You're
Yeah,
a part
I own
owner
a
of the
club,
Hotz Den.
yes.
It's a shit hot club in Toronto.
Correct.
There are lineups out the door. There's these
Yeah.
DJs that people can't believe they're
Trust
going
me,
to see.
there is so much G juice on that floor that you need fucking
no doubt.
galoshes to wear.
It's
no
crazy.
doubt. Bring your rain boots.
And you go there, and the guy that everyone's there to see, he literally just presses the space bar, and he dances for everybody, but
Yeah,
he's
but
not
then
a good
everyone
dancer.
goes to space, bro.
Yeah.
And they're paying so much money to listen and press the space bar on a
Shut
Mac.
up.
It's
no,
insane.
no. Hey, come on.
DJ,
There-
I hate that because DJs get hot chicks. I can't believe that people can parlay being a DJ into anything.
Hey, Jeff, why don't you hit spacebar? Let's hear your music.
Yeah, you want to hear me?
Yeah,
see
sure.
Me press space
Yeah,
bar?
his music's like the emails my mom sends me about, you know, oh, look, they did Hava Nagila again at the Bulgarian Symphony.
Yeah, I get your mom. You know, I'm on your mom's email list.
Oh, my God.
I get
Fuck
all of
my
my
mom. Mom, fuck you. I know I came out of your vagina, and I know you fed me and made me, but fuck you for sending me all those shitty, Jewish, horrible fucking emails. Then she'll send me like, oh, guess what? They did a rendition of Fiddler on the Roof in Japan. And then, like, she'll call me, oh, did you see the Fiddler on the Roof in Japan?
She's never sent an email that it doesn't have something to do with Israel or being Jewish.
Or half her fucking emails to me are in like Hebrew with no. I can't even. I don't even know. It looks like fucking hieroglyphics to me. It's about some sculptor in Nevada who's making babies out of fucking bottle caps. Like I fucking give a shit.
Well, no, there has to be a Jewish connection, so he'd be making menorahs or something.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Anyways, listen. Or there's like flowers. It's like wow, this is what that looks like when the flowers are blooming in the the Grand Canyon Basin. Oh, the flowers of the Grand Canyon. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. What's the one with that fucking bee on it again? Anyways, Mom.
Well,
I swear to
you
God.
want to move to
and
the country.
I'm the guy who taught her to go on the internet, and fuck, she's really starting to bug me, and she's getting really old. She's starting to look like a friggin' Shar-Pei. Like an Apple doll. You know those Apple dolls?
Yeah, it happens.
God, she's got like her. She has so many age spots on her fucking hand. She's starting to look like a box of Chips Ahoy. And her food now, she doesn't put salt in her food. She came over. She brought me. She just made cabbage soup, like the most delicious cabbage soup ever. So now she comes over. I got a big jar of cabbage soup in my fridge, taking up half my fucking fridge. And because she found a box of raisins from like 1952, she poured the box of raisins into the soup for some reason because it was
waste
there.
the raisins.
My mother keeps fucking tea bags for like years.
How long does a tea bag even last? I don't even.
I'll ask your wife.
Tea. Usually 5 minutes. I thought tea
whatever. I'm just,
forever.
I get 70 fucking emails a day. Half of them are shit. 40 of them are about what new type of iPhone 5 case you can get, or.
You remember you got your mom a cell phone? What happened with that?
What happened with that? She never uses it. It's off. She hasn't used it once.
But are you still paying for it?
$25 a month.
You do, right?
And she doesn't even fucking use it.
Yeah, your mom. I've helped her with some computer problems. It's
you took her to what concert did you take my mom to?
What is it, Josh Groban?
Josh Groban.
My mom wanted to go to Josh Groban, and I'm like, who? And
I didn't know who he was either.
I thought it was like my cousin's bar mitzvah.
It's because we did it. We went to a radio station for old people called Zoomers.
And they gave her tickets.
Josh Groban was there. They were freaking
That's how nice
out there.
Jeff is. Jeff is the nicest guy in the world.
How was that night? Good?
Went on a con. We got hacked. Somebody hacked into the XM Sirius station and shut us down.
They don't like the truth being told.
And I think it was the Jews.
Well, the Jews are behind everything.
Hacked us.
What do you think? Anonymous,
us.
the Chinese? Who do you think did it?
Anonymous or the Chinese? I don't know. I just think that we got to listen to some Cheech and Chong, one of the greatest comic duos in the history of mankind.
But wait a minute. Or were you just a kid and on drugs?
Yeah, I was on a lot of drugs, but I still love Cheech and Chong. Now it sounds terrible and doesn't really hang up. Mr. Stadenko, hey, Uchi Kabista, my eyes are burning, man.
Doesn't hold up.
But you know what? Up in Smoke is probably one of the funniest comedies ever, and if you haven't seen it, I would suggest seeing that.
Very high.
Oh my God, so funny. Anyway, so we're back to.
Yeah.
We're back to Jeff being a nice guy and taking my mom out.
Josh Groban, we don't need to talk anymore about it, except that it was I could barely stay awake. We were working so hard. We just finished the show, and all I wanted to do was sleep and prep the next show, but I was at Josh Groban with an 80-year-old woman.
What was the set like?
Anyways,
good set?
Oh, it was amazing.
We missed a tweet. Someone asked me why I was doing a radio show. And you know what? Let me explain to you why I'm doing a radio show. Because aside from the fact that it's actually next door to my house and, I'm doing it with friends and Minor told me to do it. And people have been asking for it for a long time. And I really also felt like nobody even really knew me. Like I had this on-camera persona, but now people are starting to really figure out who I am. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Well, there you have it.
I have no idea.
It really is weird. It's one of those things.
Jeff was like, look, you'll hone your skills. Maybe we can cut it into a show or something.
Who knows? We didn't know why. We weren't doing anything else.
Yeah, I just figured, you know what? Why not? Why not?
But now 4 weeks running. Well, is it 3 weeks in a row? #1 in Canada.
Unbelievable.
still being referred to as the best show on radio.
Number one.
And this is our 4th week. I can't imagine us not holding the number 1 spot down
After
for
this,
at least
yeah.
another week.
Well, the Punjabi Shopping Network just came up really close the other day.
Fuck.
Because the tamarind balls really almost just took it over the edge. But no, hey, look, we're in a country that has, this country. Let me tell you about Canada. Canada, one day on a work day in Manhattan, has 1/3 of the population of Canada in it. At about 12 million in Manhattan, 36 million in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rag about the French quickly about Canada now on the Canada thing. Okay, first of all, let me ask you guys, do you know what bilingualism... First of all, I hate Canadian politics. I don't want to talk about anything. I like ragging on the French because they're annoying and they make me fucking crazy. So this isn't a Canadian politics thing, even though the French have a big to do with Canadian politics. But how much does Canada spend a year on bilingualism?
Can I answer that?
5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million,
More.
500 million, so we can't get like amazing products from the States or anywhere else because we have to have French on them. $2.4 billion a year to speak French. None of us speak fucking French. It's unbelievable.
No, it's crazy.
That French, you can Google this. The French language is totally collapsing in Canada. Nobody speaks it anymore.
Outside of Quebec.
There's no reason for any of us to speak French. We should all be speaking fucking Cantonese or Mandarin.
Pourquoi?
Pourquoi? Because
there's more people who speak that.
Yeah,
in
there's
French.
more. Yeah, if I have a kid or if I keep a kid, my next, I call my next kid RU486. Listen, if I have a kid and I'm going to keep it, it's going to learn fucking Chinese, okay? And it's going to learn how to sew silk blankets.
This is the second time you've been going on about sewing in silk. Well, first of all, they have
That's the
machines
future,
that do
the
that.
future.
No one needs to know how to do that anymore.
No, the kids need to know.
Buying silk.
Anyways, we don't need to learn French. I sat in French class every day of my fucking life. It was torture. La torture.
That's the right way
I
of
didn't
saying
know.
that.
I can't even speak French. They tried to teach me
That's
French.
the weird thing. They spend all this money into making everybody learn French, and no one can speak it. If you don't speak it, you can't speak it.
I went to
learning
the
it.
Howie Meeker Hockey School, which was the most prestigious hockey school in Canada, taught by one of the greatest hockey instructors in history. And he literally gave me and my brother back to my mom and just shook his head and was like, no.
What's that have to do with French?
I'm just talking about having to learn things that you shouldn't be learning. And for me, it was skating in French.
Yeah. Well, this has been a wonderful, wonderful show. We're sorry that we got hacked into. We're going to... I know the FBI
I
is
dare
coming
you to
down
do
here
that
look
again
into
to
it.
us, man.
We're going to put the firewall up.
Yeah.
We're going to firewall this shit. Anyways, take care, everybody. We really love you. And honestly, thanks for your comments. We're going to get a phone in here. I'm going to get some super sick, fucked up, insane celebrities. And keep listening. And until I find a broadcaster stupid enough, I'll probably be here once a week. But at least now I can go out and get wasted because the show's over.
You need to sign off, like stay safe or be okay out there.
Let's get a
or-
drink.